Give it a second. Give it a second.
I think spatially we're on Earth, but in terms of our other dimensions we're moving in, we're kind of deep head. And we're
Hi.
live! Whoa!
Whoa.
Welcome to yet another edition
What
of
mage spell
World of
does
Darkness.
A good
That's
one.
crazy.
I do believe this is probably around session 14
16.
to 16. Yep, got it.
Let me just keep guessing
I
numbers.
said 14 to 16, and you said 16 at the same time I said 16.
A likely start.
You know what? You're going to have to look back at the recorded evidence to see who started saying 16 first. Pause the screen, the stream. We can't go on with it. So, no.
Yeah, someone clip that so we know. We'll wait.
Oh no.
Oh no. We wait too long. So, if you forgive, as I move us over back to, I've made
combat.
so many maps. Jeez. So, you'll notice that there's actually a. I've expanded the map down.
There's a Marcus.
There's a Marcus.
Oh, nice shirt. I'm glad he hasn't updated his fashion in any way in the past, like 5 centuries.
Not broke. You don't need to fix it. It's good.
Yep.
Well, I just thought that for any outfit Marcus is in, I'll just have something that you'll look at and be able to say, that's the conquistador motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, haven't you seen those memes of what guys are told to wear and what guys really want to wear, and it's always a full suit of armor or something like that?
Yeah,
he's actually just the meme right there.
Yeah, he's a meme. He dresses for the job he wants.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not going to go invade Jerusalem 3 beers later.
Oh, yeah. Reclaim the Holy Land, Deus Vult.
Reclaim the Holy Land, Deus Vult. So, last time, you guys were beating the shit out of a bunch of Sabat. You guys killed Hugh, the male Sabat.
We weren't fighting Sabat.
A cud.
Not Sabat, a cud. I was looking at my tokens, and there it is. There's the name. A cud. Very much so. The Akkad. There's Akkad that are burning. There are Akkad that are dying. Hugh, the Akkad, the male Akkad of the male-female pair, died. And then you guys through the doorway, you guys heard. You heard someone say, sometimes he feels like it's him versus the world. So, I'm gonna have him act. Okay, so I don't actually know if this game has rules for sonic booms.
I am the only one who's kind of glad Gordon is right here.
Yeah. Now, does the music start? Is that what you're talking about? We just have to deal with the music in the background of Sonic Boom, and that's the attack?
Sonic Boom.
Because that's a pretty good attack.
Well, that is a good attack. This is a vampire already getting multiplied speed, getting more multiplied speed. So, I'm going to probably say, Gord, roll a strength plus stamina check to stay upright as there is a burst of energy. Effectively, the air cracks as something moves really fast, like, beside you. And I will have our dear Quetzalcoatl,
Standing bear.
John.
Bear stand.
Also, the bear stands. And I'll have our dear Quetzalcoatl do the same. Strength plus stamina.
Okay, 1 second.
Now remember, you are in a sort of, I guess, a Swiss cheese of phosphorus. It's currently not so good.
Yeah, it's
Technically, I
all
should also
burning
be
and-
at. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say technically I should also add 4 more dice to the roll. Would that affect anything? Because I.
No,
Little-
you're good. You're standing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very hard to move you. You're probably like a 3-ton bear with a giant chainsword.
Yes.
Oh, is my strength 5 at the moment?
Yes.
And my stamina is down as 6 right now. Should it also be 5?
Well, actually, you know what? For your Quetzalcoatl form, to encourage you to get more weird, when you get more weird, its stats will go up.
Okay, I'm a
It's
weird
currently
6
capped
right
at 5. You're a weird 6 right now?
now. That's what I was trying
Okay.
to remember more.
Okay, well, it's strength and stamina 6.
Okay, so 12. Hey, you know what? I'll use a willpower here because I think there's some bad mojo coming our way here.
No way. The main antagonist
Yes
might be
way.
Bad Mojo?
Just maybe a little bit.
Okay. Well, actually, you actually, where Leah was, she is no more. And, and as Gord turns around, both Marcus and Leah are on the other side of the portal. There is a opening in the burning patch just from sheer speed and airflow. Marcus returns, and a shimmering purple field falls into place between you and Marcus.
Once
Guys,
again,
I'm gonna touch
remind
the
everyone
field.
not to go through the field.
Guys, I'm gonna touch the field.
Can I use?
I'm not actually gonna touch the field.
Do we have are we on initiative or what?
That Marcus went first, but we are on initiative. So, it's Gord, Leona, and Zach.
Can I get some mage sight, please?
That's what I was gonna say. Can I use Mage Sight?
Yeah.
Yes. I will have you roll, your Gnosis plus Arcanum that you're trying to actively, to see how much information you can gather at like a 3-second glance at it.
Okay.
Is that using the turn or is that passive? Or like active mage sight passive part of the turn?
I'm going to say it's probably
It's
a
a free
passive
action.
part of the turn. It's a free action.
Reflexive, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like how John, as a changeling, can do his spells, his seeming, or not seeming, spell kenning, whatever, kenning. And I'm not gonna have the were creatures spend a bunch of time being like, "Is there worm shit here?" It's okay. So,
Gonna roll in a second if Google fucking would open my character sheet. Thank you. Come on.
so
Should be 8, right? No
Yeah.
system arcanum.
Frosty's rolling for you.
I'm not rolling anything.
Well, Frosty would have rolled for me. It would probably be more successful.
What? No. Never.
So, what Zach gleans from this is that the barrier that has been put between Marcus and you guys is a Fey barrier, probably caused by the keeper of the realm on the other side. You notice that the barrier doesn't actually go into your blood realm. It stops just before.
She
And
has the chalice, right?
Actually, since you're the closest, I would have you roll a wits and composure. Also, do you have acute senses? Because you really should. It's like 1 merit dot, and you'd add your weird to all these rolls.
I do not. I should look into that.
It's one of the reasons why somebody was so stupid at his looking rolls. But please.
I have a dumb plan after this.
Is it me hit it that really hard with my cold iron shield?
Yes.
5 successes.
5 successes. You actually see that the cup is I'm just going to get the picture of it. Give me. I have to dig through this.
So John is seeing through all of this.
No, it's
Smoke
it's
and
because the Swiss cheese fire has been temporarily, I guess, pushed away by Marcus's
I see.
physically going there.
The smoke
in the
is
br-
cleared for a moment.
For a moment, the cup was left behind.
Shit. Grab that. We can pull out of here.
Will do.
And that fate shield that was put down there, Zach, you think is going to try to prevent anything from coming through.
Ah, but that's why I'm
It's
gonna
a-
have Gord punch it with a cold iron first.
I would do something.
What was that?
And are you going to roll there, Alexandra?
Yes. Okay, come on.
I'm delaying until Gord goes.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting till there you go.
Matter. It looks like it would. This field would, if you tried to go through it, would rip any physical matter that went through it apart, or at
Cool.
least it would try.
Okay. Well,
Don't touch it.
Punch
don't
it.
touch it. Punch it with a cold iron shield. So what would I roll? What do I roll for hitting it with a cold iron shield?
That would be strength plus weaponry.
Okay. And I guess I'll use a willpower on that one as well.
Why not?
It's gonna be bad, isn't it? It's gonna be real.
You could
bad.
roll your +8 too, if you have a
I
few
support
left.
you, Dave.
Yeah, I have a lot of yeah,
Just fucking destroy it.
yeah.
Cold
So,
iron is supposed to mess with everything Fey, so.
yep. And weaponry, you said?
Yep, because you're using a weapon, aka a shield.
Yeah.
You're Captain Americaning this, except you're more Captain Canuck and you're also an 18-foot tall bear.
Jesus.
Captain Bear.
Jesus.
Oh.
You hit the barrier, and the barrier ripples, and the door, which was Fey magic connecting your realm and the other, also gets rippled as you throw a cold iron shield through the door.
I assume I get my willpower back.
Oh, you definitely get your willpower back. The portal collapses, and you're left in the blood realm.
Knock, knock. No one's there, guys.
That's okay.
The realm around you starts collapsing.
It's not okay.
I would have anyone who wants to try to understand why exactly it's collapsing can roll a intelligence plus occult as you try to look around and you see the edges of it start wavering.
Do we still have the occult
We
buff?
sure do.
God.
Exceptional.
Occult bear.
Is it 8 to occult?
Plus 8, yep.
Whoa,
Okay, those with
16
one
dice.
successes are pretty. It might have something to do with this realm is supposed to be a pocket realm connected to the realm of the Fae, and by destroying that connection, this is becoming wonky.
All right, Alexandra, you're never allowed to complain about your rolls again, because you rolled one less dice than me and got 3 more successes. That ain't fair.
Those with the 4 and 5s, you figure that this realm was. This was a pocket realm held together by a mixture of Fey and vampiric magic, and and the cold iron bear just absolutely destroyed the Fey part of the equation.
How much
Through
time do
the
we have more
anchoring
to
door.
go?
You, with your successes, you're quite sure that it's going to be roughly like you have somewhere between 6 and 12 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Get
blink.
to the chopper.
Is there a
Blink
way
there.
out?
Well, evidently there is a portal beneath you. But it's vampiric and fey magic.
I grab the chalice and use my Fey magic plus my knowledge of Mesoamerica and the chalice to keep this portal, this realm going for a bit.
Ah, yes. Roll a weird plus occult.
I was about to suggest, why don't you open up another portal to the hedge?
Need a door. There's no doors.
We can make a door.
That could work. 6.
Weird plus occult.
Oh Jesus!
Hey, there you go.
The cup starts glowing as you start chanting at it. You're trying to fit in. It costs 2 glamour,
It's okay.
but you start effectively. You shore it up.
Put some
You've
blood
bought
in it, too.
yourself. You've bought yourself. Roughly a minute.
All right. I guess can we reactivate that portal to get back to the mortal world? It'd be much easier than going through the hedge.
Do we have that ring or whatever that was? Oh, wait, that was on the lady?
Yes, that was on the lady.
All right. Well,
So,
I mean, I guess I could probably get us out of here.
I was gonna say, like, what constitutes a door? Like, I could cut a door out of a wall. Like, how
This is a wall of
Door.
existence.
does this have to be?
I've never tried to teleport out of the... I'm gonna try to teleport. What the fuck? We'll try it. See what happens.
okay.
And this is a teleport mixed with Fate 4.
Okay.
So it should be fine.
What?
He's gone.
Oh, rip.
He's lost her Alexandra.
Oh.
We've lost Alexandra?
Rip.
Oh no.
Rip.
Forever.
So what are you? Now I will say, as you start gathering your power to make this portal happen, your super abyss battery starts humming.
Oh.
It's probably going to be absorbing something for you to do this spell.
You're
Alright, maybe we should go through the portal and like try to.
Oh no! But the battery's going to do its job.
What's causing it?
But it appears like maybe the pocket realm, and like as you see the tears, there is abyss all around this pocket realm.
What if we?
How did...
So that golden ring in the ground, right? Can I make that into a Fey portal? That go to the hedge, or it's okay if it doesn't. I'm just curious.
I'm just trying to figure out how all these, it's 3 templates interacting. I'm going to, you don't know where it will lead. You can try to channel Fey energy into it. Everyone could try to channel your various types of energy, and hey, maybe if you channeled the werewolf's essence, it would lead to somewhere in the spirit world, which would probably be less hostile than here.
Yeah, we could try that first. Or we could try either one of those before I use mana, because I'm low.
I'm gonna flick some glamour at it.
You flick some glamour at it, and so I'm just wondering, how big a cold iron shield do you have, Gord?
Oh shit.
I mean,
Like,
we were able to get here, so by
you
logic,
were able to get here.
by logic, we should be able to leave without issue.
Yeah. So Gord, if you
North of the
step
edge.
back a little bit for the portal to at least open, the you try to channel your glamour into it, and this is very hungry for glamour.
Oof.
However, another type of another source like mana or essence might be more efficient. Because this thing was drawing glamour off of the Arcadian realms. It was a hungry portal.
All right, Curly like breaks out a bag of what looks like just some sort of jerky.
We all know.
No one knows. It's completely innocent. Okay.
I'm innocent, you say as you just eat someone's eyeball. I know what I'm doing.
What? Okay. Since Curly no longer has a job at the morgue, I imagine she's still going in and stealing because I haven't lost the merit.
Nope.
Well, you're sneaky enough, so.
You're quite.
Yeah, she's absolutely sneaky enough for that. So, anyways, I have. How much essence does this need? I'm gonna just shove in 10 right now.
If
Go
you
for
shove
it.
in 10, the portal opens.
Nice.
It's not to the mortal world, but it's not here.
Anywhere but here sounds fucking great.
What could go wrong?
Oh.
And Zach steps
Also,
in.
I want to examine Hugh's body a bit better.
Oh, we could bring that with us.
Hugh's body is dust.
Okay, it's dust. It's not torpor. It's fucking. This is
Oh
just-
yeah, he's like super dead.
Okay, good.
He's like
Just checking.
like he went into torpor, still in the white phosphorus zone. It's do not pass go, do not collect 200. You're quite sure you've killed Hugh.
Okay. Excellent.
The portal opens. The portal opens beneath, as the area around you shudders. One moment. Oh, did that only transport? Oh, that only transported the good boys. I'm copying you guys and moving you to a new map. I'm assuming that you guys are going to jump through the portal.
Yes.
Who? I guess it doesn't matter who goes first.
Taking the chalice, of course, if no one minds.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, Frosty?
Okay, we're good.
All right.
Nothing bad happened. All right.
It should be morgue meat, like morgue meat.
Oh, okay. I see. That's catchy. I'll make that on a T-shirt or something.
That's rather horrible. Just imagining some super edgy teenager with a T-shirt that just says morgue meat.
Oh,
Back.
Welcome back.
Sorry.
Do we want to take a small break to see if Alexandra can join us, or?
She said she's rebooting.
we'll take a bio break real quick then.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can take a couple minutes.
All right, bear back.
Okay. Well, quick catch up for me then. What did I miss?
Curly ate a bunch of suspicious meat to pay for the essence cost of shoving 10 essence into the portal. It
Okay.
opened, the portal has opened, and you guys have jumped through.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm almost done with everything for dinner. Only 2 more minutes.
Ah. What are you having for dinner?
Just chicken, potatoes, and stuff. But I got a late start on making it.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, sorry for all the.
Oh, that's okay. We're waiting for Alexandra. She exploded.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Also, I do love the fact that there was the possibility to talk, but you just decided to, with one shield bash, just change the game. It's great.
Yep. Yep. Just
Bash it down.
I didn't
down,
expect
down.
it to collapse the entire pocket dimension.
Well, you did like 16 damage.
Yeah. I didn't expect to roll that high. But I guess with rolling 34 dice. Yeah.
It occasionally has that effect.
Yep.
I figured it would have been his target mattered more than just being around it.
Well, it's actually he hit the barrier that was stemming from the. It was the connection to the door.
Oh, was the portal or was the protection on the door itself?
It was on the Fey side of the door.
Ah.
So guys, I don't think the Akkad like us anymore.
Hmm?
I don't think the Akkad like us anymore.
Oh, probably not. I mean, most of them are dead. At least the local ones.
Well, the ones that were here, there was still a pretty big Akkad presence in the city.
Was there? We never actually saw it.
Well,
No,
since they destroyed the church.
I think the Akkad presence was just those two. Like, they don't need... The Akkad is not about having a whole bunch of little vampires that could succumb to their weakness. It's, here's the big vampires, and maybe a couple ones that are going to be the next generation.
Okay.
it's think of it more as a Sith situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There aren't that well, it's mostly because when you're a vampire that eats other vampires, if someone's too much weaker than you, you're probably just going to eat them.
Yeah. Okay.
The thing about our situation is everyone knows where we are right now. So we made this big splash in everyone's community, mostly the vampire community. And then we weren't really that secret about where our secret hideout is.
Oh yeah, Curly did just straight up tell them where the secret hideout is.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yep.
Also,
We might need to start investing in some defense in a while.
We do. We have some safe house stuff. Like actual experience points put into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That and you guys do have some interesting. I mean, having spoken with the Akkad, they're pretty much an ends justifies the means kind of folks. So you're, while you guys have kind of pissed in their pool,
But I've seen Marcus, and that helps.
yes.
Seeing is believing.
Mm-hmm. You've seen him, he's seen you. Because before you were pretty much, all you really had was a bunch of people going like, "Oh shit! He's a big swinging dick." And then you guys decided to also be swinging dicks.
Well, I need to look into can I scry and fry him in some capacity? Let's find out. Or at least find him and then we teleport to him like we did that other Akkad. Or the Sabat. Well,
Sabat.
when we just kind of jumped
She's
on
made
her.
it. She's
Yeah.
made it, but she's here.
Hello?
Hey.
Yay!
Hello.
Oh my god. So I'm on
Victory.
the browser because Discord has completely shit the bed. It says it's running, but it's not.
Is your RAM loose again?
New computer.
No, I would know if my RAM was loose because the laptop would just randomly freak out if I blew on it. If you remember.
Yes. It got very spooky.
Okay. So, you guys jump through the portal. The first thing you notice, other than the blood-drenched ground, is the smell of death, bullets, and the sight of trenches with barbed wire.
Are we in the Fey realm again?
I think it's
The
somewhere along the way.
the two were creatures. No, this is A, the spirit world, and B, this is that's the taint of the worm.
Oh shit.
You guys have managed to make your way kind of to closer to the worm's realm.
There's a worm realm?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Break out the sheet again, Ian. I know.
No, I don't. Please.
Yes, show
Okay.
us where we are now.
God damn it.
Do you actually want me to show you?
It's okay.
No, we
Okay.
know. We're in the
Because
worm.
I
on the left.
actually do have a place. I know where you are, Cosmo.
Okay.
We're on the
yes,
bottom
sir.
left. It's fine.
Let's see. He wants to. I think he wants to show us.
How the fuck did we get closer to the worm if we're using essence?
Because this is part of the spirit world.
Oh.
The spirit world has the worm, the weird, and the wild.
Oh, I see.
The
I didn't know
the
there were
weaver.
subsections. It
Yeah.
hasn't really come into play for my build.
Hey.
I don't see Kansas on here, by the way.
Kansas is somewhere here.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay. So while you aren't in like the belly of the worm, you're in a worm-aligned realm. Dee-doo-doo. Dee-doo-doo.
You know what? This kind of adds up for the amount of like just general. This essence all came from shit that was dead, so it being of decay, it kind of adds up, yeah.
All right.
Especially in a city where the morgue's filled with murdered people.
Yeah, and also since the portal was in a room that was made of blood, vampires.
Yeah.
This adds up, yeah.
This adds up, you say, as you look at the desolate wasteland around you. Some caricature of World War One.
About to say, are we in the Somme?
You might as well be.
20 days.
Fields of Verdun.
Okay.
Battle
Which
of
side is
Verdun.
which? Is this NAU and SAF? I assume?
This appears to just be a realm of battle.
Okay.
Actually, roll intelligence plus occult. Actually, wits plus occult, as you guys quickly try to figure out what the fuck is going on.
All right. This
Oh, that's
time's
better.
the charm.
I know you guys like wits. What's all this then?
We like wits because we like defense and we're all min-maxed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
World War Bear. Okay. Well, I'm going. I'll just go off of the rolls that I'm currently seeing. Gord.
Yeah.
From the smell of it, from your instinctual knowledge, all of these people, quote unquote, in the trenches are spirits formed in and by the realm to do eternal battle with each other. This is effectively the war spirits of the worm fighting against each other because that is their nature, to fight. Curly. You're
Mhm.
pretty sure that there's no real winning side, and that this is a reflection slash caricature of the First World War as viewed by the by the effective collective memories of mankind. It's kind of
Okay.
like a fucked up afterlife.
Yeah. It would kind of be weird if there was still trench warfare in the NIU and
Yeah.
SAF
Yeah.
war. So that adds
with
up.
with drones and Psyjags and
How is this audio quality?
Great.
Great.
It's actually better than normal.
Cool. Oh, because I'm on my iPad.
Oh,
Huh.
Yeah, because my laptop's an asshole.
it's terrible.
Shut up.
and now Zach, you don't quite know much of that. Like, the spirit world isn't your specialty,
Hmm.
but looking around and looking through your passive mage sites, you figure that this is actually a small fraction of the overall realm, and that the effectively this is these spirits are being forced by the realm to do their nature, to follow their nature, which is war.
Fun.
And that if you break out, you're likely, if you get far enough away from this, you'll enter into a different aspect of whatever realm this is.
Let's skedaddle, everybody.
Woo.
How we
I'm
break
going.
out?
I just want to point out that the lighter patches are craters
Okay.
filled with horrific, I guess,
Is
a horrific mixture of disease, blood, and awfulness.
meta?
Would you say?
Oh.
Would you say we're in a meat grinder?
Yeah.
Meta, would
I
you
speak.
say you want us to not move up because that's like right there? You would want us to move south, like meta-wise?
Meta-wise, it's choose a direction, survive the next few rounds of incredible
Because there's nothing up here, so I didn't know. Like, we could get out of here in like a turn, you know?
effectively, choose east or west.
Oh, east. Oh, so that's what I wanted. Okay.
Yeah, east or west.
So, don't forget, everybody, your blink dogs.
However, as you guys appear, you are in the middle of a pitched battle. I will have, for the sheer amount of Daka flying through the air, I will have you guys roll a athletics plus dexterity as you try to minimize the amount of
Nope.
pain being sent your way.
Is
How much
there
minus
enough
do
DACA
I-
this time?
Hmm?
Is there enough DACA?
I'm sorry, Dave, you broke up.
I'm saying, is there enough DACA?
There is until the entirety of space-time is filled with bullets.
How much
Then
minus
there
do I
might
get
be enough.
for being ginormous?
We're going east, by the way.
I am a monster on the battlefield.
Yes.
I'm
For
15.
I would probably say that you probably get minus for each size you're above.
Okay.
If for each size you guys are above 5, roll. It's a -1.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so-
fair. That's fair.
So what size am I then?
I do believe that your transformation.
Oh,
Oh, I got shot so
Your,
much.
your
Oh
size,
no.
You are
Sean, did you forget
size.
your athletics bonus?
9.
Yeah, you should have like a bunch of athletics on
size
that.
9, so minus 4 then?
Yep, -4, and Frosty, you're giant, so I'm taking away one of your the last dice you
See,
roll.
I have -10 though.
Sure.
That's the problem.
Oh.
Okay,
Because
I'm
people are
gonna
supposed to size
willpower
5, right?
Minus, yeah, everything above 5 is -1, is what he said.
I'm size 15.
Yeah.
I'm huge.
Oof. Well, rip.
Yeah, I've got the
That's
HP.
We'll take up the cup. We'll leave your corpse here. It's fine.
How heartless.
Okay, so both Curly and
Oh, no.
Roll.
both Curly and Zach avoid any damage. Any bullets or fragments or shrapnel you do take gets absorbed by, strangely enough, your prime shield, not your physical armor.
Neat.
But it is enough. World War Bear, Daka. Actually, let's see. We'll do Leone.
Yeah, mine's the second roll.
Yeah, we'll do this in descending order. Leone, you take, even through your prime shield, 2 lethal.
Woo!
Or do you?
You chose that build specifically so that when I would declare players taking damage, you could just say, no, I take that damage.
That is correct. Curly is a big thief who loves to steal everyone else's pain and damage.
Curly's a masochist.
Yeah.
Maybe.
World War Bear there.
World War Bear there.
Yeah, you take 3 lethal.
Okay. I can't remember how quickly do where creatures heal lethal.
Oh,
with
one
the
every other
homebrew?
turn.
With the homebrew, it's like we're always in our deep rage, so it's 1 a turn, and all bashing every turn.
Damn. Swole.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know. I think it's 1 every other turn, and you don't get the Because I will say on the Atlantis game, the healing rates were fucked up because
Yeah.
life magic.
Lifetime magic.
Lifetime magic. It's God. Is that like a Hallmark movie?
Lifetime magic.
And let's see. And our dear Quetzalcoatl takes 5 lethal, as you're just
does
too
he?
big to avoid the wall of bullets going between everything.
You take 1 lethal.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
As the spirit soldiers on each
Oh, no.
side just start yelling. Oh, let me change this from feet to meters. Yeah, okay.
There we go.
There.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Okay, 1 turn. Got it.
Yeah, Curly's just... Can you add about 2 more maps to this?
If you add
Yeah,
1, it'll be good for me, but I think you need 2 for Curly.
Well, effectively, as you guys fly over, you realize that there's a series of trenches further back. It won't be as dangerous as this first initial where the 2 lines meet, but there will be some... there's diminishing danger as you keep going.
Oh, wait. Okay. I'm so sorry. I was in my human form when I looked at my speed and how far I could blink. I was like, 80 meters, that's pretty good. No, I can blink 208.
I mean, if you want to leave us in the dust, sure.
Yeah, I
You
don't,
big jerk.
but I could.
Just know that actually wait, and the dragon is actually stupid fast, if I remember.
Dragon is definitely stupid fast. Although I might be switching from dragon to literally just a tiny snake suit.
You could go up in the air where they don't hit you.
You might want
I
to
have a
be
feeling
little bird.
there's gonna
Well,
be
actually,
like
no,
anti-aircraft and whatnot. I don't want to be hit by.
That's fair. That's fair.
Not much flack in World War One. There was a bit.
True.
But it was
That's
just
true.
because air power wasn't a big thing.
Is this
Yeah,
the
but-
tail end of World War One, or is this? Because
This
we-
is a spiritual caricature of World War One.
Are we
Okay.
It doesn't follow
It's
exact
1918
historical
here.
accuracy.
okay, question: is this the Call of Duty version of World War One, where everyone's just running the fuck around?
Actually, that's actually I just love that visual, where this is actually Call of Duty is actually just every time you play it, you're actually playing in a spirit realm. It's like Reboot, except creepier.
Reboot.
You guys start collectively hauling ass. You're the blinking and going through. All of you do notice, however, even as your prime shield is absorbing bullets, and as your blinking is bringing you through the seemingly endless lines of just trench grinding warfare. The realm itself seems to be slowly chipping away at magic that is not part of its realm. All of your potencies of the spells go down by 1.
That's weird. Why would a spirit realm do that?
There is explanation, but effectively, it is magic that is not integral to this realm. Actually, you guys can roll intelligence plus occult.
I'm gonna be transforming into a rattlesnake, by the way.
Okay. I assume are you
Belly crawl.
transforming with the cup melded into you? Okay.
Is that a good idea for Q personally?
Probably not.
The two mages postulate that that's actually quite a good roll for 10 dice there.
Yeah,
Snake.
it is.
That this realm feeds off of any magic that comes into it that is not part of it, but it is slow. It's very slow in the process. So effectively, the longer you stay here, the more it will try to feed off of your collective magics.
Now, is it being suppressed or is it being removed?
It's being frayed,
Okay.
unraveled.
I guess were creatures. Do you have like a plan here?
Run?
Where?
And it-
Find an exit to the realm would probably be.
Meta. I don't know what that means. We're creatures. This is on you.
Literally, the book doesn't tell us much about it.
Yeah.
But
book
we-
does
we
not
have-
tell us.
We have 3 dimensions to move in. Like, we can't just go deeper or less deep on our own, so we are just sort of running to try and find a way that is less deep in the spirit.
Can
Yeah,
you
from
tell
the
which
spirits.
direction's less deep?
Great question. Ian, can I tell which direction is less deep in the
I
spirit?
feel like
Uh,
character-wise,
how-
you should know.
How do you want to try to do that? Because that would be like if you're gonna try to find tracks and whatnot, that would be survival. If you're going to try to analyze the structure of the realm and analyze the structure of the realm to try to find where the exit is, so you can get into the spiritual shallows.
That
that's
sounds much
another
more
way.
like it.
Okay,
What would that roll be?
that would be
Intelligence plus occult?
intelligence plus occult.
Okay.
Okay. And I have specialty in spirits for that, so I guess.
Yeah, use your specialty.
Okay, and you said everything's down level. So
Yep.
We're not getting 8. We're getting
7.
7 now.
Okay, were creatures.
There you go.
This is literally your realm. Ah! Emergency exits.
All right, where to?
I'll first say what Dave's. Dave, Gord, the amount of death here is reminding you a little bit of your buddy Death Bear. However, since this is worm tainted, it's like the whole nobility and honor of death has been stripped away to its base destructive form.
Mhm.
This whole realm's a bit of an affront. You do sense, having gotten to the edge of this trench warfare area, that there's a place that's less worm tainted to your relative northeast. For Curly, you remember White Swan telling you of realms like this, and
Oh,
how
yeah.
they're generally closed off, because other realms, other spiritual beings have worked to cut these realms off, or because the worm is trying to gather up power here to then unleash these spirits upon other realms and wants to keep it a bit more hidden.
Mhm.
The place where there's less worm influence might either be free of worm or be the way out. So you guys would go towards there,
So northeast.
northeast.
All right.
As you guys go towards the northeast, the land becomes a bit more green, a little more lush. The life becomes a little more vibrant. And however, you do notice that there are a lot more rainbows. Color is more vivid. And you notice a small this part of the realm doesn't seem to want to kill you. There's
Oh, that's nice.
a small green frog creature sitting near a pond, currently fishing.
This is Nick.
It looks up at you, and you see that it has puppet-esque features, but it is
Okay.
not
Oh my god.
Kermit.
Okay.
But it's not Kermit.
Okay, that's better.
No, it's legally distinct from Kermit.
Oh, it's Crumpet.
No. It isn't.
I'm
Kermit.
glad we have.
Actually, no. It's more of. It does appear to be more of a frog person. It's not a. It. I was joking about the puppet stuff.
Okay.
He just.
Well met, spirit of the pond. Or fishing, or frogs.
It seems to be taken out of its deep thought as you talk to it. Oh, hail, travelers! We don't get too many people that aren't part of the battlegrounds in the battlegrounds.
Crazy how that works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
well,
people who end
ever
up-
since this realm was sealed off, it's a little bit tough to get in here.
Well,
How to get out of here.
maybe I put too much essence in the damn portal.
You fucked up, Curly.
Oh, you had some kind of, well, that's okay. Things fall in here. It's just a little bit harder to get out. If you want to get out, you probably have to go towards, what are you going to give me for that information? The frog suddenly thinks as you guys are around.
Who is struggling with his instincts not to bite the frog.
Zach's struggling with his instincts not to threaten to shoot the frog.
All right.
Gord also
Let's
wants
see.
the frog as a bear.
What would it be? Persuasion plus presence or manipulation to make a deal?
It would be presence.
All right, 1.
If you're trying to do like, hey, listen here. Or if you're just trying to be a lot more subtle about the bartering, it would be manipulation.
Not too subtle. This seems like a pretty clear
Okay.
deal. All right.
Yeah, you effectively negotiate. He negotiates down to 2 essence.
2 essence, easy. Do I give him meat, or is there a way to just sort of shoot
There's a
that
way
out at
for
him?
you to effectively take in the spirit world. There's definitely a way for you to take that essence. You pluck a feather that's of yours and you give it to him.
All right, easy.
And he takes the feather, he puts it into his mouth like some kind of hay,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then he says with the feather in his mouth, "Well, you see, you're gonna need to go. You're gonna need to go to the Temple of the Seal, which is continuously under attack, and through the Temple of the Seal, they should be able to. I don't know if you help them, maybe they can open it. You aren't supposed to be here, so you can probably get through the seal."
Which way to the Temple of the Steel?
Oh, just keep on going. The more rainbows and vibrant life you see, the closer you are to it. This place is kind of a mockery of all the other realms, because the rest of this place is kind of a shithole. I mean, I used to be a spirit of genocide and pointless death, but you see, this place has mellowed me out.
Yeah, you seem real chill. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I've had to downgrade to lower forms of mass killing. I'm trying to fish all the fish out of this pond. It's pointing towards the pond.
You are now
How's that?
the spirit of overfishing? Like, not even like real overfishing, just like overfishing locally?
Oh, dude, he points back towards the hellish realm where you can still hear the artillery pounding, and he goes, I mean, there aren't many ponds out there, and the fish that are in those are likely gonna die to artillery. I'm doing my part," he says, throwing the fishing lure into the pond.
Did you read that off of your recruitment poster as well?
Sadly,
I'm
they
doing my
didn't get
part.
me with the recruitment poster. I was made this. Oh, I was made much worse. And now I'm like this. He kind of shrugs his froggy shoulders.
Offer to take him with.
No, we're not taking the genocidal frog with us.
I mean,
We're-
we could always stick it in a super cool body and, stick it on the vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
well, okay. It used to be a genocidal frog. Now it's a frog of overfishing.
But think about it. You could stick it in a best boy. What could go wrong? What
Okay,
could go
we can
wrong?
make a fetish fishing rod. A fishing rod of overfishing.
What if it fishes for vampires?
Ooh. I like it.
Oh shit! Make it a lure. A fetish lure that can just bring people. That's actually not bad. Hmm.
Do you guys actually want to? I was a little bit worried that by bringing you to the spirit realm, you guys might just make this a Pokemon expedition.
Look,
Oh,
I can
look,
only capture
Something
one
in
thing.
the wild.
It's
I can
your
only
fault.
capture one thing in my bottle.
We could
I
also
don't think it's-
sit here and make it, right?
It'd be much easier to do it with equipment, but I don't actually.
Gotta catch them
I
all,
I think that would
Frosty.
make much sense.
Gotta catch them all.
I feel like that wouldn't quite go with like the theme of what we're trying to escape this realm, and we're just like, but actually, let's make just 100 fucking fetishes while we're doing it. Set up a forge.
I
Maybe we
made
live here now.
a fetish of artillery. I made the fetish of pointless death.
We live here now. It's great.
You guys come back out. Taxcal has changed drastically. You're like, Don't care. Have an army of spirits.
Violence gone. We bottled it all up.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to just unleash this as a terrible plague upon a realm.
If you want violence, you have to buy it from us from now on. We've got the monopoly.
I think the state does, but that's not even there.
Okay, shall we escond to this seal of
Yeah, let's
the
go.
Temple of Seals?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Abscond.
And I'm assuming that this is a temple that's going to have just a big old seal shape statue sort of on it. The
Yes,
seal?
definitely. It
The
better
animal?
have a seal on it. It better have
It's a seal made out of seals
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
in the shape of a seal.
Wait,
Oh,
actually,
no.
I'm confused. Which way I'm imagining either
You're gonna find out in a
either
second.
the animal made of a bunch of like little seals that you'd put on envelopes, or a big magic seal, like the envelope thing, made out of living animals.
So it's a seal shape made out of living seal envelope shapes.
Gotcha. Okay, nailed it. Let's get over there right now.
Let me see if I can make a token of that.
Endless arcing.
the seal of approval.
Yep.
Evidently.
We have to lift it up and put it onto a big piece of paper for us to pass through.
Okay, well, you know what? I have modified the map. So... I'm going to have you guys... let me extend this a bit further south, so... You guys have such big tokens at times that, making big enough maps can be an issue.
And
Especially
tiny map, by
between-
the way.
When I can go 100 squares in one turn, not even running, that's... You gotta make some pretty freaking big maps.
Yeah.
There's two
Mm.
now.
Okay. And, well, here I am expanding maps. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Wait.
I mean, if you make it too big, it might just teleport us. Like, we don't got time to waste 10 turns walking over there.
You guys,
I'd love if we had the
you
initiative
guys are in
order.
the south.
I'd love to have an initiative order where we're just walking around.
What gameplay?
Oof. Especially, I was reading an RPG horror story where the DM had them roll for distance walking.
Oof.
Like, not even in combat or anything.
Okay, look at all these friendly giants. And actually, they all have weapons. These are probably the unfriendly giants.
And I added the gigantic seal.
Thank you.
The temple looks like something out of a Greek, some ancient Greek like temple. There's rivers of lava all around. There appear to be there is a magical shield that appears to be blocking the progress of the Cyclopses in front. It glows blue and surrounds the building. What are you guys going to... how do you guys want to approach this?
I want to look at that blue glowy shit and say, what's that about?
Mage sight! It is a shield that prevents... I guess you don't really have spirit, so that wouldn't tell you its spirit properties, but you know that it prevents magical transportation through. It's a physical shield, and it's conditional. It will only let through those who have been approved. There's a fate condition to it.
I bet Prime Sight could do something.
Hmm.
See if we can maybe
Let's
just poke
do
a hole
some-
and just kind of walk in.
Let's do some prime sight.
Do you have Prime 4?
She does.
My goodness.
I'm a monster.
Get fucked, magic.
So it's my Arcana plus my Gnosis.
Oh, I didn't even need to roll that. That's not a roll.
Okay,
That's
cool.
normally not a roll. I just kind of forgot.
So with Prime Sight, you start giving it the good old ogle. And you realize that the shield itself is being powered by siphoning power off of the realm. So the more the creatures from this realm try to fight the barrier, the stronger the barrier will become. But because these creatures are made for war, it kind of is a continuously feeding process. There are, through the blue barrier, you do see 6 figures kind of standing, watching the outside area. That's where you see 5 figures doing that with one standing by what appears to be a pillar of blue ice flame. It's a bit hard to explain. The barrier, as you get closer to it, you realize that they're all little mini seals weaved together into a pattern.
Which type of seals are we talking about here?
All seals.
Oh, okay. It's a pattern.
It's a pattern of live seal and stamp seal and just some runes written on something. It's a seal of seals.
If it falls down, it will be a loose seal.
What's this?
Lava.
Oh, okay.
There's rivers of lava. There's a moat of lava around the temple.
Hey, Matter Mage, you want to help us out here?
I mean, can't
Nope,
we just
you
blink
gotta
over
walk
the
through it.
lava?
Yeah, I have a question about the blinking. Does the blinking allow modes of transit? Otherwise, you wouldn't be able. Like, can you fly over a gap you wouldn't be able to jump over because it's a blink?
I would say yes. It just not too far. We could probably jump this pretty easy. This
Yeah, 'cause
one, it has the blue shield around it, so I wouldn't.
Because I blinked solidly through some, what's it called? Some white phosphorus.
Yeah,
so
that's
that,
fine.
It seems to be.
It
breaking
is.
the rules of
They're
Werewolf.
mini teleports.
Yeah,
Right. So
it's
this
space,
field,
not speed.
this field is powered by resisting against war, right?
Or the field is powered by fighting, by trying to destroy it.
So if we kill these giants, would that remove the fighting attacking the shield and thus make it weaker?
It would probably make it weaker. So as you approach, one of the giants says, "Hey, you!" points towards you. These giants are like massive. They're like the size of like a 4-story building each. Then one goes, "Hey, you aren't from here. Help us get through shield and you can go home rather than be here with us."
Good argument.
Petition the rest of the party for me to cast a spell.
Sure.
Good. Cast spells. Love spells.
Give me 2 seconds. Someone talk at an ogre.
Hey, what are you gonna do if you get out of here? Just one.
I'm gonna be myself, which is everyone says I should be.
And who is yourself? You bud.
Can you be yourself without that axe? Is that a thing?
The axe is pretty much part of myself. Using the axe on other things, also part of myself. And also eating things alive, part of myself.
I mean, he's almost like us. I say to Curly, except you eat things
Right.
that are very dead,
I got a mana back.
and I
And-
can give up this chain sword.
Yeah, exactly the same, really.
Right?
And they're in a
Very
ban.
fantastic play.
Yeah, that adds up. And it's like, okay, well, sometimes you want to be your. Oh, they're gone. Okay.
Where are they?
They're there.
They're just
You just can't get to them. No, and they can't get out. Hup.
okay. Here's a question:
Yeah.
when you make a ban,
Mm-hmm.
one end connects to the other. So if I walk in here, I might pop out some other part. Like
Yes,
there.
this is a squiggly one, so yes, I don't know exactly.
I don't know.
I think-
if you made it not squiggly and you put it directly interfacing through the fucking barrier,
I don't know if I could cast through it, to be honest.
that might be.
That would definitely be a clash against the barrier itself.
Also, I like how we just left Q and Leone behind. We took the cup.
Can we talk to the spirits?
On the spirits on the inside. Hey, indoor
Okay.
spirits. Hey, over here. Hello?
One starts approaching. That's about as close as you can get, Gord, before you reach
Yeah.
the shield. And one of them, a woman dressed in like Viking garb, looks through the barrier and says, it's muffled, as if it's through something heavy and thick. Hail!
What?
Who are you?
Hail, we are from this realm and seek to return home.
I've heard that much before. This realm has tried many ways of trying to trick us into letting down this barrier. Once we do, the evils of this realm might inflict itself upon the rest of the spirit world.
We're literally fucking were creatures. What more do you want?
Yeah, we're were creatures. I wear into human form, then wear back into bear form.
And all she says is, "You are not the first, but others of your kind have fallen to the worm. The black spiral dancers, the mad. How do I know that you have not fallen to the worm?"
Okay, I'm not actually going to say this, but what I thought to say, point them out to me, I'll fight them.
Okay, you see that big sun chain sword he's holding? He's got worm blood all over him right fucking now. He's had a long day. Can we just...
You do have the taint of the worm amongst you.
Oh,
I mean, that's the cup, actually. We're trying to get rid of this thing.
we shouldn't just abandon it here. That would be a bad idea.
No, yeah, I don't mean that. We're trying to safely dispose of this fun little cup, because this thing is the wormiest thing I've seen in a while. And I work at a morgue.
So you are bearers of a cup that is almost more worm infected than this realm?
Hey, wait, real talk. Hey, team. Telepathy. Do we need this cup for anything anymore?
Throw it in
We
the
need
lava.
to not give it away.
No, but do we
Oh,
need
don't
it?
be dangerous.
Yeah, throw it in the lava.
No, the lava wouldn't work. This is not
Cast
fucking...
it into the fire.
God damn
Lord
it.
of the Rings, you don't know.
God damn
Cast
it.
it into the fire.
We have...
Cast it into the fire.
We could try to break it, like, in front of them. We have our pendants now.
I felt it-
We have a prime mage. I mean, come on.
I feel like breaking this here would be a bad idea still.
I feel like this is the best idea since opening that portal in the time rift.
I mean, okay, this place is sealed already. It's worm infested already. It's not going to get worse by breaking this thing in here. If anything, this is the most controlled place we could break this
That's
sort of
true.
artifact.
I like that. I like this thinking this guy has.
Suit up now.
It's up to Leone,
Who
really.
wants to get rid of it?
All right. You two work on breaking this. I'm gonna work on getting some, hey, spirit Viking person.
Yes.
If I was a, have you seen a black spiral dancer who can do this? And she flares her renown, and shows off her honor 4.
Actually, yeah. Can I also wear my?
Hey guys, I gotta go. Be right back.
Hear that? Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah, purity and honor. Like, those are not very wormy. Wisdom, cunning, glory, those things worms can do, but purity? Honor? Probably not.
She goes, wow, that is quite impressive. We have seen black spiral dancers who have had such before they fell. I'm
Okay, and you
sorry to
didn't
be
let them
so
through here.
skeptical.
Wait, so you didn't let them through here. They were black spiral dancers. Are they still in this realm somewhere?
Likely, if they have not been absorbed by the realm.
Right. They've been stuck in the spirit world for a while. They've probably been just spirits now. Hey, we could go, like, kill a genocidal frog demon if you want. That help?
No, don't kill it. We're not trying to. No,
It's a spirit. It comes back, dude.
no, but I can't believe Gord is saying this. I don't think we're supposed to solve this problem with violence.
What? Who are you? Okay, actually, you know what? This probably is a black spiral dancer who's taken over Gord's skin. This ain't right.
I don't think I'm supposed to kill this.
Okay, well, I tried demonstrating. Do you have a fetch quest for us or something? Is that what's going on?
No, hey, come on. First off, it seems like you're an unlimited pool of essence, yeah?
I have 12 left, yeah.
How much meat you got left?
Yeah, that's 12 total.
Oh, okay. I might need to steal some,
Go for it.
Same.
but
I also have some essence. I have 12 essence as well.
well, let's see if Leone can break this cup. We'll see if that takes a lot of mana or not.
Okay.
So
How
you're
long?
gonna try to break the cup that actually you don't really know if Victor could have broke the cup, or if he was trying to study it for some reason or way, shape, or form.
Oh god, if he was also a prime mage, I'm gonna be pissed.
He's not. He's not that powerful.
Okay.
Prime Mage.
And wait, remind me. This thing had a little piece of that dark god in it as well, right? Or was this just a regular ass, like, worm artifact?
It had a piece of the.
So it's a lesser artifact, kind of like a lesser version of the spear?
A much lesser version of the spear.
Gotcha.
Like it's not strong enough to be used to pierce the protections to find where it is. Only the spear's kind of has that powerful connection. But this has definitely been used to collect the blood and parts of souls of like a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got about an hour before we should move away from the ban and then recast. They might get feisty, so I'd like to be at least a few steps away.
So actually, with Space Sight, can you see inside the band?
No.
Okay.
Nothing gets in and out, including light and air, so they're blind and they might start asphyxiating
Okay,
at
here's
some
a
point.
question. If you're in the ban, and the ban doesn't include the floor, then won't you just be falling forever? And if it does
Technically,
include
yes.
The floor, even if it does include the floor isn't supported by anything.
It's still there, though. It doesn't move.
It's still solid? Okay.
Yeah. It's still, in some ways, connected to the world around it. Even though it's not. It's just a... Don't worry about it. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Just don't worry about it.
Never mind.
I much prefer the idea that the entire ground and all of you are.
Do you know
falling
how
once the
you-
ban ends,
I-
half of you are cut in half and the other half are falling.
Ban would be the
Everything's
most
terrible.
powerful spell in the game. Just instantly full fall speed, and then you let it go, and they hit the ground, and then you do it again, and then you let it go, and they hit the ground.
I've been falling for 30 minutes!
I was thinking that exact same thing.
To be fair, Doctor Strange is in many ways just a kind of a badass motherfucker, but also people in the Marvel universe seem to like be able to jump out of planes pretty regularly without
mean,
issue.
They're gods. They can do shit. I don't actually.
Yeah, but like
understand why-
Captain America, like I understand being super buff allows you to, like, you'd think Captain America probably shouldn't be able to drop out of planes without.
I
a
would
parachute.
love it if one of these days he
Ill-defined
goes a bit
superpower.
too far. Like he jumps out of the plane and then he lands and he's like, "Oh shit! I should not have done that. Oh god!
His
oh,
legs
no.
are in
Oh, shit.
splinters.
That was so much higher than I imagined. Oh shit! On my knees.
Oh no. Hey, Snake.
Yeah.
Do you have that thing on that if I'm only rolling one die, I can reroll?
I don't think so. Do you only have one die right now?
Yep.
Give me a second. Continue small talk while I figure this out.
Okay, is there anything that we can do to convince you?
Well, the Viking woman says, "One moment, I must convene with my peers." And all the Viking people gather around in a circle and start.
She's convening with her peers, guys.
Yeah, Krilla's just waiting. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna poke the thing. How bad is it? Is it like
The
a softball
barrier?
or is it like a?"
Honestly, if you poke it gently, it actually like kind of gives a little before kind of gently pushing you back.
It's kind of comfy, guys. Actually, a little soft
Okay.
almost.
If Gord leans on it, what's gonna happen?
It pushes back with the strength of Gord's weight.
Ooh,
So it supports him as he leans on it, just like a
Yeah.
big rubber wall.
okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna lean on the barrier. Not too hard though, because I
The
don't want to
barrier?
The barrier. There's no way this barrier can get barrier.
Hey guys,
Oh my god.
This is a very hairy barrier.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we're.
I'm ready.
As Snake tries to. Okay.
So, we time it so Zach casts his spell, and I can actually make this better. I want to make sure this works.
Okay. Well, as he's saying that, the woman, the lady Viking does come back and say, "Well, we do have a test. We can throw you out a.
Damn.
It's a tile. You put essence into it, and if you are of the worm or of this realm, you will be destroyed by the cleansing flame. If you are righteous and not of the worm, it shall do nothing."
And if you can't give essence,
I don't know if they ever made the mat not to accept essence. Why wouldn't you have essence?
look at them. They're just this nerd's just like a human thing,
Right.
A mage. Whatever.
Wait, isn't he from a Netflix special? No. No.
And this one over
Those-
here, who looks like she's always pissed off, is just a stone cold atrocity.
And those are literally just robot dogs. Okay, why would a robot dog have essence?
And this one,
Where
like,
is-
you can't believe that this dog does not belongs here. The purple dog.
I've set up a
He
boundary
also
of
doesn't have
dog.
essence, but yeah, he does. He looks like someone who might have essence, but he doesn't actually.
All right.
That one
Well,
is-
effectively,
that
they
one's
said,
on
well,
us.
I guess theoretically someone else could pay the essence and have the test of purity performed upon them.
Okay.
All right, hand me the cup.
You got the cup.
Wait. Before we destroy the cup,
God damn it.
let's see if this works.
No, we'll destroy the cup, and they'll be like,
Whoa.
"Whoa, you destroyed the cup," and we'll be like, "Yeah, it's great. Just
Are
do
we
it."
sure we don't want this cup for something else down the line?
Why would we want this cup? All it does is steal the blood from people.
Hey, wait, but
Yes, but what if we steal the blood from Marcus and do something with
What?
that?
No, we're not vampires.
I mean,
One
yeah.
success.
Okay.
Wait.
She gets it for free. I cast a spell that
Oh.
gives you what... It gives you the boon charm, which means you get a success no matter what when you choose to. On any roll.
Okay.
And very abusable for magic, yes.
Or Mentor did want to keep this cup.
Or just study it, or
It-
the mentor is not exactly a role model. Victor's in jail for a reason.
Those are
All right,
fun
Alexandra,
right there.
explain what you did.
Okay, so I tried to break it using supernal distillation, which I totally just like fucked up pronouncing.
Yep.
No, it sounds
No, I think
right.
that was right.
Oh, sweet. Supernal truths can never truly be unmade, but with this spell, the mage may cast them across the abyss, effectively erasing any spell she comes across. This does not affect Archmage's spells.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is the potency of the supernal distillation?
The potency is... Where'd I go?
Should be 8.
It was 9.
Oh, you can't do 9. But you could
okay,
do 8.
Then 8.
Okay, and it suppresses a spell.
Oh, that gave me more dice. Shit. I fucked up.
That's fine. You succeeded,
So
that's all that
this-
matters.
So this suppresses the magic. So the cup becomes non-magical for the duration? Or is this suppressing the spells containing the power of it?
It's casting them into the abyss.
You did the 2 reach to make it lasting, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, this is a permanent effect.
Ah, okay.
Like, if it breaks it, it's gone.
Okay. You hit the cup with this. And this is a thing of spiritual momentum. It has had centuries of use. And you take the power, the magics that were holding all the powers together, and you cast them into the abyss. The cup is no longer magical.
Cast it into the fire.
I don't actually something horrible just happened.
All that power went somewhere, but it's not here.
Now can we hit it? Just break it?
Throw in the
Or
fire.
can we
Yeah,
throw it in the
it's
fire?
no longer. It's just a nicely carved cup. It doesn't have the spells and the relic status that was preventing its destruction.
I
Oh,
would
actually,
like to cast
it's
it in the
just a
fire.
nice cup now. I mean,
I
that's just
handed-
a waste of a cup.
I hand it over to Q.
Yeah, Q turns into human and drops it in the flames.
Yeah.
This realm, the realm of the worm, delights in destruction, and the cup gets cracked and slowly consumed. As it turns out, the lava has a mouth, and it eats the cup.
Weird.
And the lava river says, "Thank you. That was a nice meal."
Oh dear.
Cast into the fire, Isildur.
No.
You know, if you want to destroy any more things like that, I would be happy to eat them.
Put some butter change it.
Mortal food! I had forgotten what this tasted like.
What are you gonna give us, lava?
Can we throw some grass? I want to throw some grass in there.
It eats some grass. Oh, I've eaten so much grass. It thinks about what to give you and says, "Well, I can give you an advice to get through that barrier."
The
All
bear
right.
barrier? The Harrier.
Exactly as we planned it.
Yep.
Exactly as we planned it. Okay.
Yeah.
The-
What's do we? Is there a riddle that we need to know the answer to, or do we like?
No, you just step on. You follow their instructions. I've seen a few people get through. They get burned by by like golden fire, and a few just turn to ashes. Actually, a lot turn to ashes, but there's a few that don't, and they let them. They just can walk through the barrier as they please.
Don't think Q could. Q, you've tangled with a lot of Onyx over the years. Are you gonna be okay with? But actually, Onyx isn't worm. This is fine.
Yeah.
None of
think
us are.
Like,
Sure.
none of us are worm tainted.
Don't think I am.
So, did they not react to us breaking the cup?
That you do actually see a bunch of them. Like, they have gone to the side of the barrier and they watched you destroy the cup. They haven't spoken, but they have seen it.
How's that?
The one says, you destroyed the most heinous thing you were carrying. So that is a good sign of good intention.
You mean she isn't the most heinous thing we were carrying?
Oof.
Or is that Leonie again?
She's
One
walking
word.
hell.
One word, and that chainsaw's disappearing.
Oh,
The
All good fun, Leonie, all good fun.
the Viking lady you were talking to goes, while I don't quite understand the hatred you bear towards a companion,
No hatred.
Gord's
we do
trying
not
to do-
sense the worm upon them.
Look, see, Gord's very impressionable. He's trying to follow my example of how I relate to mages, and my buddy Zach here. So he's just trying something. But
Curly's racist toward mages.
I'm not. You just sort of rip and tear at the fabric of reality sometimes, and it's a little upsetting as a being who exists within reality.
Well, stop
Rip
it.
and tear.
Maybe someday you should
Influence.
just stop existing on a primal realm and go up a bit. It's fine.
Is that a cat?
I
It
wonder.
is a cat.
No, that was the AC. It's really
Yeah,
acting up.
definitely.
And also acting during the winter.
Anyways, yes, how was that?
She says, well, it probably means that you'll survive the test of purifying flame. And the others go, the purifying flame.
The purifying flame. Ooh.
Alright, if this purifies anyone I don't want purified, I'm just gonna, and this is in telekinesis, I'm just gonna, fudge the numbers on that a bit.
Cool.
We'll both get half purified, it'll be fine. Alright, let's step right up. Where do I put this essence?
Oh,
Where's the slab?
they give you a they carry like two of the Vikings carry down
Wait,
a
excuse me. Sorry about that.
one moment they carry down a smaller seal
Okay,
and they gently toss the seal through the blue barrier. It's now on your side.
Okay, I pay 1 essence and take the purifying flame test.
The flame, the golden flames start at your ankles and go up. It actually takes a little while because you're so tall. It's a rather, for you, it's actually a rather pleasant experience. Occasionally, unfortunately, some of your fur gets burned, because it had vampire blood on it that you hadn't cleaned off.
I mean, fair.
But as it goes through, you feel almost like you've gone through a relaxing bath. That your purpose has been more fulfilled than it ever was. That the clarity of your connection to Death Bear and your place in the natural cycle of life, death, and the spirit world, it makes more sense to you. It's actually a rather pleasant experience.
Guys, that was super refreshing. Y'all should do it.
Okay, wait, idea? Curly takes off her...
The two Vikings nod, and they go, "You are truly pure."
Yeah, he flashed his renown. You're not looking? It doesn't... God.
No,
Idiots.
but this is purity beyond deception. It is purity of purpose.
So is flashing renown. Okay, Curly's just grumbly. Curly takes off her metal hand and lays it gently on the ground because that's got a death spirit in it. And
Yep.
worm is death. Death is worm. It's probably not a good mix. She's already scarred by a death spirit, and that's how she does her, what's it called? Her stealing other people's injuries. So this is going to hurt her a bit, probably. But she pays her essence and she goes, yeah, do it. Buy this.
The word you would use is you feel pain, an intense spiritual pain, as the fire rises from your ankle and goes up. It seems to burn through purity. This is burning your very soul.
Mm-hmm.
You've eaten a lot of human flesh.
Yeah, but my
It's not
harmony
worm,
is great,
though.
okay?
Oh no, but that isn't worm. But effectively,
It is death.
You've encountered a lot of death.
Mm-hmm.
But coming out the other side, it's almost like you do take like 4 lethal.
Okay.
But coming out the other side, you feel almost like you've been to like a dentist cleaning. Everything kind of hurts, but you're pretty sure you were better off than you were before.
Okay. Alright. Curly says, okay, everyone, step up. This isn't so bad. I was baptized under death spirits, and this still ain't.
Can you just
that
like
bad.
And
give me a look?
not all death spirits are worm.
But death and worm kind of go.
Well,
A lot of death
worm
spirits
is
are
the end.
worms.
Worm
I
is
mean,
end
isn't Death
decay.
Bear technically a spirit itself?
Mm-hmm.
So not all death spirits are worm.
I mean, there are worm spirits.
Yes.
Worm is supposed to be, there's a natural worm and there's the beast, the vampire crap. But yes. It's all
Learn the
very
lore.
complicated. Yeah, read the lore Bible, you fool.
Leonie steps up.
Alright.
Okay. I'll pay the essence for Leone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Give.
Now does Leone put her super abyss battery to the side?
Yeah.
Good.
Why would that?
That would have been dumb.
Why would that be affected by spiritual cleansing?
Because part of its construction was a corrupted spirit.
I guess I'm
Like
confused on
Hurley-
the
Oh, I guess. Okay.
between Onyx and Worm. I don't see if there's a huge connection.
Yeah, I would say there's like no connection.
But it's effectively spirit that's been bent out of its natural order.
Yes, that would be bad.
This is
It wouldn't
probably
be
more of a spiritual purity test than a anti-worm test. Leona, you step through. The flame, compared to the two were creatures, the flame goes up and down you very quickly. instead of it taking like 5 minutes, which it took for the bear, or like 3 minutes, which it took for Curly, it's like 10 seconds. It's tingly. It feels odd. Some of your clothing is a little like your shoes have been a bit burnt because you're stepping in like vampire blood.
Mm-hmm.
That vampire blood realm, but otherwise, you ain't got no worm on you.
Woo.
And Zach.
And Zach steps up.
Or does Q want to go?
Q is purposely kind of standing back a little bit.
I'll go next.
You need to pay for you, Zach? I'm not sure how...
I can't pay for myself.
Yeah, Curly, how much do you got? Because I got quite a bit left.
I got 11 now.
Yeah, I'm at 10. Well, actually, I should be at 9.
Yeah, Curly will pay this one.
Okay.
Zach, you step forward, and it's just as quick as Leone's. In fact, just quick up and down. You feel mildly refreshed, but this isn't like a spiritual need kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not like the were creatures where it's like, if you're a black spider dancer, you will just burn to death. And finally, it is Q.
Who's gonna...
Are you just gonna try to hell dive your way? You're just be like, fuck this.
I'm tempted, but Q kind of sees the whole thing of everyone walking away a little refreshed and kill him, but he's gonna maybe try it.
What form are you gonna go in?
To step on as a human, I'm gonna use my own glamour to try to activate it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You step and you put some glamour through, and the Vikings seem a bit they don't know how quite to take it as the seal glows and okay, how much clarity do you have?
Surprisingly, I think I've got a lot of clarity because
Because of
Composure add to it?
the composure adds to it. I need to roll something.
I kind of have a bit of a checkered past.
Okay, well, you take 3 clarity damage as the seal effectively it purifies. The purification process, having glamour thrown into it, is reminding you of what your purpose was when you were remade into a changeling in Arcadia.
Ooh.
It's a purity
that
of
would do it.
purpose. So Q starts going through probably just like the flames, which are kind of like now a greenish gold. Start like when it reaches Q's head. There's some screaming going on.
Ooh. Yikes.
It's not physical harm I can help with, right?
No, it's mental harm.
Oh, shit. If only there was a psychologist here who completed her degree.
He did kind of use that very chalice on like thousands.
Yeah, we know.
But we broke
It's
it.
okay.
It's fine.
It's in the past now. I mean, if a frog spirit can become non-genocidal, so can you.
I mean,
Well,
it's genocidal
I mean,
to fish, still.
less genocidal frog. It still wants
Honestly,
to
that was
kill all the
pretty
fish.
Look, maybe Q is still evil, but he's just not very good at it. Like, he can't hold down a job right now, so I don't know if I would...
Can
It
you
might just
even
be for
hold
lack of
down the
trying.
evil job?
He's
It might
even
not be
an
for lack of
intern
trying.
level job right now for that. It's kind of upsetting for him.
And as the flames go by, as the flames die down, one thing that the flames do help you remember is why you left. and the promise to Quetzalcoatl.
Ah.
It helps reaffirm your purpose, get healed to clarity, as effectively this pad was a dark mirror to show you uncomfortable truths.
Just kind of stumbles off of it and leans against the railing there.
Well, you're actually leaning against the barrier. Remember,
Oh,
there's
leaning
a
against
blue
the barrier.
barrier.
Why would he lean against the barrier? Isn't he pure?
Wouldn't he? Yeah, he'd fall right through.
Yep. You tried to lean against the barrier, and you just fall into the stairs.
I'd try to catch him.
You also go through the barrier.
No, but I try to catch.
Okay. Your gigantic, your arm as big as a man interposes itself, and you, I guess, bring Q into a bear hug.
Need a piggyback up the stairs.
Yes.
Oh, they're growing. They're friends now.
The Vikings form a sort of like a corridor for you, and one moves towards the blue crystal flame.
And I said it clearly, I never did like Q. I just like giving him a hard time.
The seal. One of the Vikings takes the seal back.
The best boys don't need to get purified.
Nope.
Yeah, what about the best boys?
No, they're fine.
Ah.
They're fine.
The best boys are pure.
As the best boy, each of the best boys, effectively, I'm going to say that they can go all as one. The flame takes a little while going through, but it doesn't seem to provoke pain as much as you can't really provoke pain to a cyborg
A little bit.
robot dog. One of them, Best Boy Purple, the derp one, seems to, like, I guess, be a bit playful with the fire.
Good boy,
That's
Purple.
my derp dog.
Yeah, and
Purple.
as you pass by, one of the female Viking that you were speaking to before this one says, the flame reminds us of our purpose. It reminds us of our duties. It seems like you have passed the test. None of you find purpose or duty with the worm. As such, we can open the portal out of here, so that you might, go to fairer realms. Where do you seek to go?
Earth.
Do we just need to go home now? Or do we... Oh, can we go to El Dorado?
No.
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 This can't take us there, and we don't want to be there. Just take us to the shallows, probably.
Or Earth.
Actually, what's
We're in
the
the
rumors around here? You seen any giant spears or anything?
She thinks.
I mean, regular
giant,
sized
gi-
spears.
gi-
Just
giants.
giantly evil, regular sized spear.
Giant spears we have seen. The gate can't tender. Says, giant spears we have seen. The Cyclopses prefer spears that are as large as them to compensate for their low intellects. But a man-sized evil spear. We do not know where that is.
No, worth a shot.
However, if you are looking for such a thing, do you know what realm it might be part of?
Not a fucking clue. Not a clue.
If it is, and what type of evil is it?
It was kind of like that cup. Actually, a lot like that cup, just worse.
Well, if you're looking for things that are evil as that cup, you would want to go deeper into the realm of the beast. Or towards oblivion through the underworld.
It has more
Well-
oblivion power, does it?
Is it oblivion powered? Is that a thing?
You guys haven't really heard of Oblivion.
Yeah, no kidding.
Actually, roll intelligence and occult to see if you guys know of the realm she's talking about.
I'll just said a cold. I haven't rolled that today.
Not at all.
Not once.
Okay. Three successes. Net you. Oblivion, you think as it's not a spirit realm. You know that. You're pretty sure that it's related somehow to the underworld. Because Death Bear, in people's descriptions of Death Bear, creatures can be consigned to oblivion. For people who got, so Leone, as someone who deals with death magic, you know that oblivion is a kind of a creeping phenomena at the edge of reality, mostly affecting the underworld, in which it's kind of like a force of entropy that just eats away at realms.
Cool.
You're effectively, if you try to summon a ghost that has been eaten by oblivion, you're much less likely to be able to get it, or get it in a whole enough form that it would be useful. As for the 5 successes, Oblivion, you two know that Oblivion, in this case, you don't know if it would ever be related to the spear, because Oblivion's more like universal entropy than some sort of force with a mind and will. But if it's slowly eating away at the underworld, the spear interacting with Oblivion probably isn't good for anyone. And Curly, White Swan told you about Oblivion once.
Okay.
She told you that it was a silly place, nothing much to do, just will slowly eat at realms that also slowly expanded, so she didn't even know if Oblivion would ever fulfill its purpose. And that just stay away from the underworld because you're best off in the spirit world.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
She did say that occasionally creatures infected by the Oblivion nihilism, like spirits, could be infected by it, but those were rare because they usually ended up just killing themselves. It's kind of, nihilism doesn't promote action.
No, not particularly.
So the bear, the gate tender says, "Well, I cannot send you directly to Earth, but I can send you to a nexus of sorts."
Wait, is this the one with the elephant guy?
Ah, you know Gishtar.
Yeah, I know Gishtar. We all know
Yeah.
Gishtar. The sweetheart.
Gishtar's a good guy.
Well then,
Were you there at his birthday bash? Pollyanna threw him a birthday party. It was super nice.
unfortunately I could not leave here, but I did send a gift.
Okay.
Leone, are you coming up onto the platform or just no? Chilling down there.
I hate all of you.
He's keeping her space.
The band's gone, so the ogres are just
Gord's
kind
paying
of...
way too much attention to her.
Oh,
and just not liking it.
the ban is gone?
Yeah.
Okay. As the ban is gone, the Cyclopses start trying to smash against the barrier, and you see the barrier growing, grows a stronger blue with each smash. The Vikings just kind of take up their regular positions. The gate tender says, "It is good to see. It is good to get creatures not of the worm and not of this realm out. We have been bound here to tend this gate and to keep the seal."
Is there a good way to send things here? Is that a thing we could do?
What would you want to send here? The gatekeeper has a little bit
Well,
concerned.
that's a good question, but something of the worm?
There's not really a good way because we have tried to seal this energy and realm away
Okay. Fair enough.
to
All right.
to make it too easy for energy to come in would also make it easier for energy to go out.
Yeah,
so.
fair enough. To Gishtars then? Everyone
Yeah.
good for Gishtars?
Sounds good.
Because we can get straight up from there.
Gishtar sounds like some kind of restaurant
It
chain.
does.
I know, I was about to say. Especially saying everyone good for Gishtar. It's just like,
Yeah, I could use a burger.
Gishtar's very large spirit burgers. They got essence in them. It's the secret ingredient.
Secret ingredient is always essence.
Gishtar might also know more about if this thing is around, being at a nexus, he might have an idea.
You guys are at the
in the
bottom.
spirit world. All right,
Gishtar.
Gishtar, my buddy.
Ah! You've come back and you've brought more dogs.
How many dogs did we have last time?
I only had 2.
Can we send Best Boy Purple to go play with them?
Sure.
Best Boy Purple is definitely worthy to walk these steps.
Best Boy Purple just bypasses the test of worthiness and just jumps onto Gishtar.
Both worthy.
Gishtar just like easily carries what is probably like a 1-ton dog and just is petting it with its glowing gauntlet as he approaches the stairs. Ah. What, now you guys haven't come by too often. It was good to see you at my birthday bash, even though, really, I must confess, I don't really have a birth date.
Yeah, we know.
I
it's
am a
just-
spirit of a nexus of a confluence of ley lines and spirit paths and moon highways and what have you.
Yeah, we know. We know how spirits work. It's just like, you know.
It's nice
your
to be
special-
appreciated. I really do like that TV you gave me. I have watched so much.
That's
Time works differently here. Sometimes I don't need to wait a week. Sometimes I need to wait what feels like an eternity for the next week of content.
Mhm.
Do you have Zach's second Netflix special?
Oh my God.
In case it came out in the future.
He thinks about it and he says, "Well, I do have a documentary that mentions Zach."
Hear that, Zach? You're gonna be in a documentary soon.
Or
It's
were in a documentary previously.
Does that mean I'm going to live to see the end of this or not?
Well, I think it just got released. Well, for me yesterday. It's by
so
some
it's okay.
Vivian lady.
Oh.
Oh.
She might be pissed about the
How
van.
we didn't give back her van. Yeah.
She stole it back. She stole it back.
Yeah.
I didn't quite understand all the geopolitics and what have you going on there, but because I don't really understand geo or politics. But
do you understand politics in the spirit world? You've been keeping your ear to the ground? Your trunk to the ground?
he points towards his gigantic ears. They're about as close to the ground as they can be. What do you want to ask?
Have you heard? We're looking around just sort of all the supernal realms for a big spear. I don't think we know it's not in the hedge.
You keep saying big. That's not the right word.
It's
Evil.
okay.
Just say evil.
Evil.
It's easier.
An evil spear. Okay, fine.
You might have to be more specific.
It's an abyssal spear.
Ah! That is specific enough. You see, I have heard rumors that in the realm of Pangea, in the spirit realm in which the memories of Gaia are kept, the earlier, more primal times, a spear has surfaced. One that seems to command armies and power and blood. He shrugs. Seems pretty evil to me.
Damn, we should have talked to you earlier. Like,
Would have saved
that's
us.
pretty good.
Yeah.
If only our
Yeah.
fate
I
spell
would've
would have
saved
led
that.
us here. But
We talked to this Fey spirit in a bazaar. We had to trade stuff. It was the worst. I mean, we had to break into some general.
Well, I only found out this information probably about 5 minutes before you arrived.
Oh, damn. Well,
It was on. He starts flipping through some of the channels, and there are channels here that are definitely not what were programmed. He jailbroke it.
Guys, if it's in
And-
Pangea, that means
And it shows just it. It's kind of like if just, you know how you have like the breaking news banner, but it's like someone carving it in rock. So you actually see someone carving it in real time. It is in the first tongue, so only the were creatures instinctually understand it. It seems to be talking about Pangea. How far is too far? And
hey guys, if it's in Pangea, does that mean this is all coming together?
okay.
now I
All
will
right.
say that Gishtar does say Pangea is a big place spiritually. If you're going to go there, I might recommend you find some kind of guide.
Okay. Let's.
Gishtar thinks about it. Maybe one of the devastation.
Oh.
Where dinosaurs are very good in Pangea because they're made of Gaia's memories.
You know what? Yeah, I could spend some more time with the sun worshipping gang, and especially if it keeps them out of the city and away from like civilians and stuff.
Yeah.
Seems like a good deal.
Plus, we're friends with one of the devastation guys. What was his name? He helped make the bane that we caught the sun spirit for.
And Gishtar does say, however, for all of this information, I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna need some tech support with this TV.
Oh, hey, do you have email or anything? Can you like send us a message next time? Whenever you hear stuff?
What's an email?
Okay, Leonie, you wanna?
Look him up at the computer.
It's a series of tubes.
Hey,
He's actually
Carly.
very attentive on this as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Carly. I need some juice.
You need more? Okay.
Hey, well, he just on the mage is like, hey man, I just need another hit.
all right. She just.
I just
She
love
grabs-
the idea. It's just like, you do know what I do to get this, do you?
Yeah, Curly just plucks a handful of feathers and hands it to you. Each one is like 4 feet long. It's fine. It's great. You love them. They're just gigantic feathers. Do with them what you want, and they're essence infused.
So, like, does she eat them?
I
That's
don't know.
definitely
That's what
that's the way the genocidal frog spirit got the essence.
I assume you can do better with your prime magic, but if you want to just eat a bunch of
I just
gigantic
love the,
feathers,
I love the visual of you like, what do I do with these? Like, I don't know, the frog ate him.
Don't think that's how it works.
just pull the life out of them like a scary mate. Just rip some fabric of reality. Rip and tear. Do it.
Rip
It's
and
fine.
tear.
Rip and tear until it is done.
All right. I guess she pulls like.
Well, hey, remember, there's a prime. I think it's a prime.
Yeah, that's what we were gonna do.
Okay. I don't remember this plan.
You're prime. You can use people as batteries.
Right.
Channel
You
mana.
used yourself as a battery for me last
Yeah.
time.
Right. Correct. That did happen.
Were you actually gonna eat the feathers? God
I
damn.
just love that.
That's not what this is not what something Curly is good at. Just giving people mana. No, that's you. You have to supply that part.
Well, no, we can take the prime magic actually allows us to take essence or other types and convert it into mana. So you're a battery for her.
Yes, I know.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
But like Curly can't just hand you
No.
mana. You have to take it.
You
That's
cannot
your part of the
resist
job.
it.
Stop
Hooray.
resisting.
All right, I'm giving how much should I? I'm gonna give 6. I can go a pretty good while on 4 essence.
6 is
At
really
bare
good.
minimum.
You guys probably don't want to jump directly into Pangea being low on resources.
No, I don't.
yeah.
think
Actually,
it's
hey,
gonna
big elephants, can we take a little bit of... Can we just steal some of your essence?
Gishtar goes, we're friends, but we ain't that close.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's
We could
I-
force
I
them.
need.
We could just force them.
No.
no. These are. It's like if I said, "Hey, can I just have a couple of your fingers?"
It's not the same, and you know it.
I mean, the fact that they grow back isn't really that. different. Could I just have like a liter of your blood, though?
That's also
Blood
not the
grows
same.
back. It's damn. They're made of essence, yo.
They don't need it. Fine.
If
Well,
someone said, "Can I just take some of your fingernails?" They'll grow back.
that would be fine.
Okay.
If it gave
yeah,
the same
first-
amount of power that we're asking for.
If
Wow.
I were to update your magical TV and giving us some essence.
I could give you some essence. I have more essence. Why don't we just go take?
I
Catch
mean,
a
we have to
breath
go to
and
the
then-
devastation anyways. We could wait another day. I'll
Yeah,
have
we need
more,
to rest.
Okay, fine.
Or more meat.
We
Yeah.
probably also want to get some, like, maybe recast spell. Just regroup.
Also, I thought you were taking the essence to cast a spell to fix the Netflix.
Yeah.
That is the plan. Okay. Then yes,
But I've-
essence all
yeah.
yours.
All right. I have channeled the mana.
Yep, the feathers disappear and the mana goes into your mouth. It feels feathery.
Mm, I love it. Thank you.
You do a little cough and a little feather comes out.
Hooray.
Wow, mages.
So what's wrong with your Netflix box?
Well, you see, he starts explaining how he's created a spiritual VPN so he can watch some stuff in other countries' time zones and dimensions. It just keeps acting up. I will have you roll an intelligence plus occult to try to solve his interdimensional Netflix problem.
Plus
Cool.
computers, maybe.
It is a spirit TV, so
Okay.
you walk him through it. It's a bit of a slow process. Gishtar evidently is not used to new things. He's
I mean,
very personable, but he's not used to technology.
He created a
however-
spirit VPN.
He does. He got someone else to set it up.
Okay.
That
Yeah, he
that
just
comes
followed the
out.
tutorial. He didn't really understand what was going on. He's like, I dragged this thing into this folder and unzipped it, and now this works, but this is broken. Also, why does he sound like Curly? What?
uh, it turns out that Gishtar just has a large network of people who do stuff, who will want favors from him, so he gets them to set up things like the Netflix and the
I
and
mean,
the
that's
this
how
and the
people
that.
come through here, I guess.
Yeah, they
And
call him grandchildren.
and he happily you fix his problem.
Hooray!
It turns out that he had two settings that were incompatible with each other. And you opened up the spiritual network port that was closed by an update. Yeah, it's all technical IT stuff. Spiritual IT stuff. He opens the portal back through back to near your city, to the nudist nature temple.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know, blast from the past.
It's been a while.
All right.
Gishar does say, "I'll see you next unit of time." Just waves a gauntlet there. Says, if you ever need a little bit more help, just ask me. I'll try to keep an eye out for any suspicious people with evil spears. Wait, I don't have a way of contacting the portal closes.
No email.
Okay, next time we're setting up with an email and a Google account.
Without too much once you're at the temple, it's not that you can either just teleport back to your home or you just get a cab back. Some of you, if you get a cab back, some of you have to be nudists to get
I'm
to the security.
Totally good with the cab. I think I've had enough of jumping through portals today.
Yeah. Fair
Yeah.
enough. I mean, as soon as we get on that side, Zach's portal jacket should work.
Yep.
So the rest of
Yeah.
us can just.
Oh,
pop through
I
there
see
and
how it
whoever,
is.
Whoever wants to be shirtless can be shirtless.
I'm taking the cab.
Gord will go
Q just gets into the temple, strips down, puts the coat over his shoulder, and calls a cab.
Good old thanks with the best boys.
I'm sorry, I didn't actually hear what you said, Hunter.
I'm taking the portal with the best boys.
Okay.
Yep. Curly's taking the portal.
Now, Curly.
What? Yeah.
You need to wear the jacket and fly back.
Or we
you-
can take the jacket back with us.
You don't trust Gord to
Well, when you turn into a crow, it absorbs into you, so that's pretty safe.
Fair enough, but I mean, y'all can take a taxi. It's a long.
Anyway,
flight.
see you later, and he goes to the portal.
What a
I hold up the jacket for him. Do you want to go, or do you want to go through the portal?
not. I'll fly it back then. I guess I can just fucking. It's fine. I got nothing better to do today. It's fine. Yeah, this is what I wanted to. I'll just fly home.
I'm gonna pass out on a couch in the lab.
It's a good plan.
Okay.
Yep.
Curly arrives like 4 hours later, just slicing through the roof and collapses. Like, why?
4 hours? How slow are you?
What? It's on the other.
You
this is
can
a
portal
temple somewhere in
jump.
the gap.
You're a blink bird.
No, it's
in plain view.
If you're in the air,
I'm not gonna fly that high. That's
how? Why wouldn't you fly
Indeed.
high above the ground?
because, well, people will see a.
and
fucking black
also
dot disappearing.
the temple isn't in the gap. Oh wait, I put you to the wrong one. City map. The temple
Oh, it's,
is
north, right?
yeah. It's just north of the city.
Okay,
He also
maybe
has to apologize. He needs some change to pay the taxi.
Gord will pay for the taxi.
And he owes you a favor. It's the
I'm
Changeling
stopping.
way.
If we're north, I'm stopping off in the den first.
Okay, you stop off at the den.
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try to talk to the dinos while we're there, or at least talk to
none of the dinos are at the den, but you can use it to you can effectively use it to let the devastation know that you're looking for them.
Yeah, let mother know that we need to talk to them. So whenever.
Okay, it's like a 15-minute flight.
Yeah, that's what I was
did the
thinking.
math.
Yeah.
And that's without any magic. That's just regular
Yeah,
Espo
you're
speed.
fine.
Blinked eggs.
But yeah. And I tell them to either contact us here or the not so secret hideout that I'm sure they know about because everyone in this damn city knows about.
Well, just you could ask them to text you,
Sure.
and then you can just set up a meeting place.
Yeah, but we'll either meet them at the Avery or the den either way.
You know, I,
Yeah,
I know
sure.
of an abandoned silo in a mountain.
Yep.
Why do we want to meet them there? And isn't it a military site?
No, like for a new base, because this one is obviously terrible now.
So you're going to go to the former vampire.
They're all
the
dead.
former
Who knows
anarchy-
is there?
It just has a bunch of old radiation barrels.
Yeah, and they're completely
that are no longer
yeah,
radioactive.
they're just nice barrels. Free barrels.
I could turn them into golems.
A barrel golem army.
radioactive.
No, the Avery's fine for this arc anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta pull out, so I'm gonna go a little early. Sorry, guys.
No problem.
Okay,
That's all right.
no worries. See you tomorrow then, John.
Tomorrow it is.
Yeah,
See you later.
Gord gets lost on a
Bye.
taxi ride. He's somewhere. No one knows. Or, sorry, not Gord.
Q.
Q.
He wandered off.
Yeah, when I get out of the den, he just stays in the taxi.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? This might actually be a relatively good time to end because effectively you guys will be resting, resetting, and getting ready to go to Pangea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So how long abouts do you think was rest?
I mean, there's not a strict time limit.
Like
But probably
3 days
this
at
thing has
least.
been moving pretty quickly. Yeah, we'll try 3 days and
That'll get our
Yeah, how-
mana back, and we'll talk about the casting situation off stream.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that this is good.
All right.
All right.
Well, bye stream.
2 XP.
2 XP.
2 XP.